Hi everyone, this is Dr. Masatara, Live Relationship Counselor and Clinical Sexologist. You can find me at eroscoaching.com. I want to share an analogy with you, the analogy of a baby spoon versus adult spoon. So when I was a child, my parents would feed me using a baby spoon, and there were times when I was out with my parents and they didn't have a baby spoon. So my mom would feed me using the adult spoon, and the adult spoon is so much harder because it's made of metal versus the baby spoon, which is made of plastic. So with the adult spoon, the way my mother fed me was she would shove it into my mouth, and then the sides of my mouth would hurt because it's metal, and then she would put upwards towards my gums and it would hurt. At that time I was so young, I couldn't speak, and I remember I would be eating and crying. And I remember when I was a child, I hated eating because I would be put in an adult stool, and I can't really jump off without like being afraid of hurting myself. And I also couldn't go anywhere because she was shoving food into my mouth. And she would have this sense of her being really impatient and just irritated with me without me really understanding why. Maybe she's tired and all the other things. So what happened when she fed me with the adult spoon made of metal and hurt my gums and my jaw, is that very soon after I just learned how to use the spoon by myself. So very soon in my childhood, I remember I was feeding myself, because it was either learn how to feed yourself and then my little arms would be tired, or have her force feeding me and it was painful. So I use this analogy of baby spoon versus adult spoon because a lot of my clients feel very frustrated with their sexuality when they are learning about their sexuality, and their partners are shaming them and blaming them, and they're putting a lot of pressure on them without them realizing that there are ways to break down sexuality into smaller steps so that it's not overwhelming, so that you can manage or cope or just get used to it. So we need time to get used to things, and just because it's easy for other people doesn't mean it's necessarily easy for everybody. So I'm using this analogy to share with you there are ways that you can be gentle with yourself, especially around your sexuality, and ways that you can get support and break things down into smaller steps. So this has been Martha of Eros Coaching.